Hello. Okay. 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 I'm gonna in this one. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna try to finish what I started, and if I just don't finish it, then I'll finish it in my off time. Oh wait, I gotta turn this on before streaming. Oh dear. Really, nothing weird happens when I press this button. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, okay, we're good. All right. So looking at it with fresh eyes, shading does not look too bad. Not too bad. I need to do something about this hand. The way that it's too much. I don't know what I need to take out. I'll think of that a little later. This blue is probably too dark. I think what I want to do instead is make it lighter. And then the gold pieces. I don't think the horns are made out of gold themselves. I think they're just golden colored. So maybe just like a soft shade there. But these elements though, I think I should make them gold and shiny. Okay, that's the goal. That's the plan. Uh, what is that purple stuff on my reference? Through all the layers. None of them. None of them. It's okay. Something. It's something. Wait, how? No, it has to be. It has to be on this layer. Okay. It just rid of. Oh. There we go. Yep, that was it. Right. Side music. It's almost 8 a.m. where I am. So trying to play the pseudoregalia OST was a little too short for what I'm doing. I do work at like 2 hour intervals at a time. So I'm just gonna play this for an hour, and I hope I don't get any ads or whatever. I'll sing 8 a.m. just so I don't go crazy in silence. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the tuxedo thing, the suit. Hmm. I'm just a little worried that it's a little too blue though. I think it's fine for now. Okay, we're good. I think, yeah, I think we're good. Soften the edges. Um, yeah. Um, I don't think this is something that's should have wrinkles. Pretty tight on her body. Right. I'll put it here. Um, would it be there? No. Maybe it should be like this. That's the shape. I think the shape is better off like this. Um, and then this thing should probably be a little. Yeah. Maybe do like a rim. Is it rim highlight? I think that'll work for now. Very simple. Hmm. I think the way the lights are kind of made it like a cylinder here, so I need kind of need to match that with this tights. Although there's more stuff here, needs to be a shadow like that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, I shake it. Engineer little emote. Hello. Uh, I think I'm gonna need um. I think this black article of clothing. I think that's most simplest to do right now. Not too much. Uh, Moving that out. Good morning. Good morning. How do these highlights work? Do they work the way that I want to? Um. Oh yeah, I think it does. Okay. So I want to. The plan here is that I want to spend like today working on this, and then if I don't finish this in like 2 hours, I'll work on it for like like not on stream. I'm just gonna finish it up, not on stream, but after that. But I think 2 hours is enough to finish this. I think so. Feather this out. Mhm. That's my plan. That's my plan for today. I feel like I need to highlight these edges, but I don't know if I need like a lighter color. If this thing is like this, and then I need a okay. I definitely need like another color. I think if I'm gonna do it like this, I think I'm gonna need like a secondary like light color, kind of how light reflects on things depending on what the background is gonna be. So like if the background color is gonna be like a weird blue color, then I think hypothetically I would try to do like a that kind of thing, and then down here, which is a different layer though, but uh No, that looks a little weird. I might need to use like one of these layer modes. I think that's what it's called. Wait, the chat UI is actually blocking that, so I can't. Okay. But it's under here in the layer section here. Uh, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that later though. To plan out what the background is gonna be. Since pseudoregalia kind of uses like a Art Deco kind of UI, I'm thinking of maybe applying that to the background. Um, okay. Let me work on the white colors here. I think I'm gonna need to do two. One, I'm gonna need to add shade, and then I think I'm gonna add like a definitely white highlight. 0, 0. Okay. Okay. Right. And with working with like blacks and whites when it comes to painting, they tell you never to really use real black or real white. And that's because you kind of want to reserve those colors specifically for the darkest darks, if that makes sense, or the whitest whites. In this case, this white is not actually really white. It's kind of like, it's right there, you see? It's not completely white. So that way, when I actually do use white as a highlight, it'll look even brighter. And I think that's gonna be useful when I do the light kind of thing that comes out of the sword thing. Something some, some things to share, I guess. I'm doing this. Do I want to add shade to the sword? Because it's pretty much like a beam of light. Probably not. The lights kind of pop up a little more. It's highlights here. Sure. Makes it look a little brighter. All right. Okay. So it looks like. Okay. Yeah, I don't need a shadow for the sword. It looks like. Looks like the white itself makes it pretty bright on the sword. I would like to feather this though somehow. Am I erasing? I'm on the eraser. Okay, that's why. Okay, organize these layers. Makes it so I have to clean up the insides there. And I saw like a little bit of purple somewhere right here. Means I need to. Oh, I'm still on the eraser. Looks like I don't see any purple. Okay. I never did the eyes, so this is where I do the eyes. I fill them out. Add a shadow right here for the, what is that, eyelash? Just to add some kind of division of light there. I think she has like bright blue eyes. They're kind of purplish. Something bluish, something purplish. Kind of like a original Game Boy. Or like the old Discord color. Is that Game Boy Blue? Yeah, that's pretty Game Boy Blue. Purple, indigo. I think they. This is no off topic is good when you're streaming because then that means you have something else to talk. But they released like a Switch Lite of this color like really later on since the Switch Lite release. I do have a Switch Lite. That's the only Switch I have, so I don't have the original Switch or one of the upgraded versions of the screen. I only have a Switch Lite, and that's mostly because I only really wanted the Switch for what, Pokemon and Animal Crossing. Oh man, yeah, those are the only two. What is it called? IPs, two series that I really wanted to play. That's why I only got a Switch Lite. Uh, I don't know. Whenever I talk about things, I realize, man, I'm hella fucking negative, man. What the? Because it comes to the Switch, I was really disappointed with it because I really liked the 3DS. The 3DS was like really good as a handheld, but then the Switch, it kind of tried to do the two things, and I feel like it didn't do either very well as a machine, I guess you could say, because all the fun aspects of the 3DS were kind of stripped away. And then the usability of like the Wii or the Wii U, like the way the channels kind of were set up and how themes were kind of, oh, okay, the Wii U didn't have themes, the 3DS did, but just the overall aesthetic of it is just not there in the Switch. So it doesn't have the usability of the 3DS. It doesn't have that I want to say easy to access ness, like the comfortable UI, I guess you could say. That's the yeah, like the UI of the Wii or the Wii U. The Switch just doesn't have that. Like, if you have way more games than what is available in the little boxes, you have to go to like more games instead of like being able to adjust it like you would like on like with the what were they called? Channels on the Wii. I don't know what the Wii U had. I never had a Wii U. I wouldn't know what they had. But yeah, the Switch. I didn't really like it, but they did release a color that looked like this, like the Game Boy, sort of the GameCube Game Boy type of color. Actually, before I do the whites of the eyes, I think I should add some kind of depthness to the blue of the eye. Make it dark, make it a little purple, I guess, a little towards red. Blend these colors here. Oh yeah. In addition to that other stuff, I guess the Pokemon games and the Animal Crossing games weren't really that great on the Switch. They were kind of disappointing, but that's a different issue that I don't want to go into. Not yet, at least. Okay, I think that's good. And then since I used an off-white for the eyes, just adding pure white, a little dot, makes it look a little more lively in a way. She, Sybil here doesn't really have teeth, but I did add something that looks like half a mouth. I don't know if I should interpret this as what are these teeth? All right. I think that's the one. Nope, the hose. I need the hose. Although I feel like I should do the hose after I do the gold. Where are you? This is the gold right here. All right, this is a yellow that kind of leans towards green a little bit here. But this is the middle section, so if I need to lean more towards green, make it a little darker. Okay, all right. Okay. Mm, darker. Yeah, that's good. Although this might make it a little too like antique looking. Uh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do I want to do that? I think I do. Let's make it all dark like this. Then smoothen it all out, or at least try to. Hmm. I think this side is a little too dark here. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna need like a highlight for this gold stuff. But I think for now, I think this it might look weird to add like a green to like a yellow. But when it comes to golds and non-metallic metals, green green is actually the color to use. I think there's like a color specifically that's like a green that has a name kind of like gold. I don't remember what it's called. I think it has an Italian name to it, but green and gold. That's it might not seem like it, but that's the magic to it, I feel. You look at older paintings from like the Renaissance era, and if they ever have like golden metallics, you'll see that they use like an olive kind of green, kind of like what I'm using right now. Maybe not right now, but for the shadows, for the shadows. But when it comes to digital, it's a little harder to know what color you're using, and it's weird to talk about it when I have like no real, what's the word, education on it. But different screens have different colors. Like this, like I have two different monitors. They're very different. One is like one, what is it? How do you call it? 1920? 1920 aspect ratio? No. Okay. No, yeah, it is 1920. And then the other screen is 1080. It's like a pretty old monitor from like 2006 or something. That some neighbor kind of gave it to us because they were moving out and they were just trying to get rid of stuff. So we got like two different monitors, but and then this one 1920 monitor, I kind of picked it up from like somebody I knew whose job, their office was getting rid of their old monitors because they were getting ultra wide monitors or something. Anyways, the thing is, I never paid for monitors. Actually, no, that's not the monitors are different. Okay, they have different temperatures. They have different. They glow different. They're not the same. So I don't even know if this is really the color that I want, but I'm guessing it is, and hoping that the color on my monitor is accurate enough. That's what I'm trying to say. Colors aren't even colors aren't colors are relative. Let me say that, not what I'm. All right. Let me not say the things that I tell my friends that make me look like a conspiracy theorist person. Uh, I had colors here. Are they the same? Did I color match them without thinking about it? No, I didn't. Now, this is definitely like a grayer color. What I have is a little more saturated. And this is definitely the base color, and then this is highlight color. See how this highlight color looks like in contrast to this color. Okay, very yellow, very yellow. Makes it look shiny. I think I might want to dull it out though. Dull it out for now. I think I'm gonna use that exact color that I used previously as a very highlight. I think they call it specular highlight. I think that's the word for it. But this is a good color for now. And here, how am I gonna do this? Is that what I want? Kinda. It's kind of what I want. Although it does ruin the shadow work here that I did. I don't want to keep that hard edge. Alright. Use this smoothing color to Yeah, that looks fine. I have to push it down though. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just gonna little highlight here and here. Too much though. I can go back to that really bright yellow and try to do some edge highlighting here. In my free time, I do kind of I do paint little miniatures, so some things do have crossovers. Um, I actually want to do the highlight here. I think I do, but make it straighter. Yeah, that's good. Here, I want it. Here too. And here, the board. I didn't do the bright highlights here. Okay. I think this is shaping up pretty well. Okay. Maybe. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should do the same thing I just did there to this midsection of the, and just kind of feather it out a little bit, blend it to look even brighter. Okay, that's good. That's good. The same here. Yeah, that's really good, I think. Until I look at it a little later on. This is the brightest highlight that I have. Only doing the edges. There we go. That looks nice and shiny. Oh, forgot about this one. Yeah, that looks nice and shiny, don't it? These buttons here, they just need a simple down shadow here, and then a very bright highlight. Smoothing it out a little bit. I think the same should be done here with her hairbands. And then this thing. Forgot about this thing. Right here is where the line should be in her arm bracelet thing. The edges a little bit. That's good, that's good. And here, just a small dot. Do I need the edges? The hair pieces? I think the dot is enough. Dot, dot. What was the saying in school when we had to put glue on paper? Dot, dot does a lot. Yeah, that's it. Dot, dot, dot does a lot. There we go. I think I want highlights here though. On one side though. One side? No, I'm a liar. Two sides. What about this part here? Small highlight here. Yeah, there we go. The horns though. Let me say this. Okay. The horns. I don't know what to do with the horns. Because they're definitely not supposed to be a golden thing. They're not supposed to be a gold thing, so I think I'm just gonna use the highlight color and then just do a soft highlight. But try not to do it like a gold material. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna use the airbrush here. I think I'm gonna need to clean some stuff up because it's the way I made the layers. It's not meant for. I think the easiest cleanup here is like this. Merge down, and then reclip them. That's the easy cleanup. As you can see right here, in this area right here, it's no longer flipping that blue, the dark blue stuff. Yeah. Okay. The horns. I'm gonna need to make a new layer here. I'm gonna have to do the same thing I just did. Okay. Really soft. Maybe like a more cream colored highlight, like an ice cream color. I think that works. I want to do the same thing here again. Turn off the clipping layer, merge down, and turn it back on, and just like that, it cleans up the, the lines. All right. They do need shadow though. I'm gonna use this color. Yeah, it looks like a shadow color, so. Do the same technique here. Down, clip it again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, those are my main colors. I'm gonna have to go back to the. Add slight highlights to this, just so that it's not a single color. Just a couple. Um, oh, make that a hard line right here. I did it like that though. I'm gonna have to. Okay. A little light here. Then go back to the brightest one and just do very slight highlights here. Of very corners. I'm ready to go back to the hose now that I did my. Oh, this is the color, right? I don't see it flickering though, so. Oh, the shoes are a different layer. Whoops. Okay. Okay, good to know. Smoothing that out. Then a very white highlight. Yep, that's it. Okay. So now that the character is done pretty much. I'm not gonna need these palette things here. So the character is pretty much complete. I just kind of need the background, and then according to the background, I can make slight color modifications to certain areas. Um, how am I gonna do this though? How am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna an incognito thing. Yeah. Hold on. Search up. Echo. Oh, there's gonna be like a lot of AI nonsense though. But at the same time, the UI pretty much like the UI in the game pretty much has this kind of design to it. It's kind of black and gold. Um, very geometric in a way. A lot of curves. Oh man. Oh, you know what this is reminding me of? Oh, a bit of controversy. Oh, unfortunately, unfortunately, I have a history of playing League of Legends. Unfortunately, and very recently they decided to take out Hex Tech Chest, which was kind of like a free source of where players can earn kind of skins in a way, as long as they were good behavior as well as played enough games to be good, or like 'cause you earn chests by like back in the old system. You earn chests by earning S's, but then you earn the keys by being a good person, and they just give them to you periodically. But the thing is, the Hextech chest also used this kind of design motif. Yeah, this color too, like the what is that, green? I type in Hextech chests. Uh, they kind of use that same motif if you really think about it. Yeah, it looks like it to me. I don't know about everyone else, but yeah, that's the controversy with that. Anyways, what is this? Oh, so this is peacock feathers, fountains, scallops, chevrons, aircraft fan, palm trees fans. Alright. Uh, pseudo pseudoregalia UI and attire UI overall. No, that's a Nexus mod. This is somebody's interpretation of how to make it better. It looks like, but it does like you can. Okay, so this is an actual game screenshot. Open image in new tab. As you can see, it's definitely an Art Deco kind of design to it. And then only the theater kind of has the uh pseudo theater. Only the theater really has the look kind of something that resembles uh Art Deco as an architectural thing. Oh, look, the vinyl. So what I'm kind of thinking is make probably using like a semblance of this green That goes from green to black, maybe. And then using gold trim, I guess. Uh, but when it comes to the background, do I just make it a design? Do I just do a whole... Actually, no. I need to do Control A. Oh, Control A. Select shrink expansion by 30. Sure, why not? Um, actually, no. Shrink it a little more, please. Sure, that's good. That's good. Control Shift I. This to make a white border. Just making sure, double. And then what is it? Oh, this green, and then making it a little bit darker. That darkness just pop up like a little here. And the top is pretty okay too, but now I'm thinking about it. Where is it? I'm looking for the white colors. I'm looking for the whites. Need to merge this down. Okay. The eye, it doesn't look contrasty enough for me. Just gonna add a little more dark here. Uh, Actually, I'm just gonna... that's better contrast a little bit. Make a highlight color here. And then using this highlight color, I think I'm gonna edge highlight it the very top here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks better. Okay, where was I? Right, the background. Alright, so... Hmm. The green kinda makes it so that this gold kind of fits. I need to finish, like, fix this hand here. Like, I need to fill up this ear hole here. Um, there's probably some deeper shadows that I can do with the fur, the gray fur. Maybe smoothing out this gradient here. Um, yeah, little things I can fix. Hmm, okay. What is it? This thing? Hmm. I think I'm gonna freehand it initially, but then I'm gonna have to like do the curves on my own so that they look like these shapes and whatnot. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Rehand it first. Let's see how this ends up looking. Actually, I should probably shouldn't have erased the palette, but just borrow the color here. Doing 20. 20 is good. I don't know. Does Art Deco typically have any asymmetrical designs, or is this all pretty symmetrical? I'm looking at this stuff and it looks pretty symmetrical, so. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Gotta lock it. Gotta lock it. Okay. Just gonna do that for now. Okay, so what am I looking at? What am I looking at? I guess the radiant kinda freehanded for now, but I wanna. Yeah, radiant sunbursts are a motif. Oh, hold on. It's right here. Okay. I'm actually at a loss a little bit. Let me try to do an eclipse. Make it like this. Select. How do I do it? Fill? Not fill. Advanced fill. Outline selection. Make this a 20. Yeah, in Photoshop, that's typically called filling in the stroke. It does have a weird curve here, so okay. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dude, I don't want to do the design. I think that's why I'm okay. Or at least not publicly. I think that's where my mentality is right now. Because I know I'm pretty bad at design, but okay. Yeah, sure, why not? I think I need to shrink this. There's an aberrant shape somewhere. Okay. Um do I want a circle? Maybe I want a diamond, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I want a diamond. Maybe I want a diamond. Diamonds are a shape that this game uses a lot, so maybe there's a diamond. Um and radiant shapes. Um um do I still want to do this radiant here? I'd probably not do it, but maybe that's something I want. Maybe very just like halfway looks like a circuit board. I don't think the game has any circuit board mentions motifs, so I don't. Definitely, yeah, the thing I'm looking at right now. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Oh, oh snap! Was that the hour already? What time is it now? I think it's 8, 9 a.m. Oh, I guess I'll just put a 9 here, just so that there's something in my ear. It's almost 9. It's not really 9. There we go. Okay. Ba-dum, ba-dum, No, I think I might have heard this the most because whenever I played Animal Crossing, it's probably the most at 9. Since the game always had like weird time events, and if you messed with the clock, I just wouldn't change the clock when it was daylight saving time. So when it was actually 8, I was playing like at 9. And I think this is like one of the songs that I heard the most. Yeah. Drinking water there. So this does not look good. So like the motion in the picture is very diagonal like this. What if I make the design that diagonal and then just fill it out like this? Like, I don't know, like with a kind of diamond shape here. Hmm. Okay. And back to the Regalia UI. If these are the shapes, or diamond oriented, something I mentioned before. Gotta look at the main menu, like when Regalia menu. There's a Reddit thing. The way Reddit has pictures. Okay. It's pretty minimal. It's a diamond motif here with a radiant kind of. Hmm. This is difficult. This is difficult. Oh boy. Okay. There's a lot of fans, a lot of fan. All of it is symmetrical. So I don't know if what I'm thinking of will fit too well. This diagonal design. Unless what if in the middle here I just do diamonds and then from the diamonds radiates? No, it's too radiates. It should be like a that what I want? Then to fill out these columns, I think I can add pretty stock here, dude. Alright, diamonds. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Then maybe in the diamonds it's the radiant. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to do this design like in my own time. Like away from a stream because I can't think thoroughly. But I think what I'm getting at here is good enough. I just need to lock in for that. I don't think straight lines are indicative of this style. I think these lines need to connect in some way. Um, I wanted to just do this. No, I don't. Curve here. I could add curves. That, right? And maybe add diamonds up here. What else? Maybe if not diamond circles here. Kind of just look like the life symbol. How does that look? It looks all right. Does it really match what I'm going for? No, probably not. Mm. I think this works. I think I might need to make this thing darker though. Um, I don't know how I'm gonna do that though. Got lighter. think the only darken is this one. I think this will work. I think this will work. It's just that I'm gonna need to fix that up. You know, when I can think for a little bit. What is this? This is the main line art. I just need to. 2015 was probably 10. This probably wasn't. I think that's better. I just need to redo them. What size was this? I think it was 8 size. Oh dear. Looks better. I do think. 1, 2, 3. I guess this weird little thing here. I think there should be. Yeah, that looks better, I guess. I messed up here. Like, the white is a little too much. to... That's an eraser. Oops. I'm gonna look at it. This is what I want. Instead of a white border, it should be something else. I didn't really do it. I don't know though. Like an off deeper white, a bone white. No. Maybe. 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 What color this is? But like a little. Work with that. Yeah, I think the overall design that I kind of want to go for, maybe. Maybe since this looks like the trim on the UI, maybe I should like also edit the trim here to make it look like the UI elements more. The main menu here. Kind of give it that design here. The border. Like do a little something there. I think I should do that. Although I don't quite know how the shape should be. Like should it be like this? Like this yellow color kind of bordering this? And then from there, I do like those weird designs here. So, assuming that. And then I do another line here. An outer line. Okay. One of these. Let these corners meet. I think that would have, yeah, I think that would be good. That would be good. I think that would be good. I think that would be good. But I think I need to, I don't know. Okay. I've, I've only had 5 hours of sleep. I don't know if I can focus enough to do design elements like this with the line tool. Shouldn't be hard though. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard. But okay, I've been streaming for like an hour 30. That's how long I've been drawing here. I'm just finishing coloring at the very least. I'm not really drawing. It's already been drawn. I think with this general idea, I think people get the get what I'm kind of going for here. And I'm just gonna finish like the making this even better, and then I'm just gonna post it. Um, yeah, I feel like this is what I feel like that's what I should do. Yeah. Um, I feel like I should talk about the game a little more, even though I talked about it like every now and then. But just like to finish this off. Um, started doing this kind of streaming thing just to like test it out, I guess. And pseudoregalia was the first game that kind of came to mind. One, because it's a small game made by like independent developers. Small game made for a game jam, Metroidvania. What was it, 19? I think it was 19. But it's a small game. It's of a genre, or it's of a genre that of games that I kind of like. I really like action kind of platformers, like the Sly Coopers, the Jack and Dexters, the Super Mario 3D, specifically like 64, Sunshine Galaxy kind of, but Wonder, Super Mario Wonder, no, not Wonder, Odyssey. I really like the 3D platformers, which I feel like have been in decline. Developers don't really want to make them, although Game of the Year was Astro's, what is it, Astro Playbot? Is that what it's called? Playbot? So there's a market there. There's a market there for people. It just, takes a little thinking to get it right. I kind of do want to play that game, but I don't want to get a PlayStation 5, so you know. But Pseudoregalia is a game. It's a game that I can. It's a game that I respect. I know that it's pretty hard for certain things to work out when you're making a game. But the overall movement, with the exception of the backflip, I think it has its own little identity there. The way that this game doesn't really have double jumps. Instead, it's the wall kick, which serves multiple purposes, right? It lets you go a little farther, not really a little higher, but you do that. But if you manage to land on a wall, you go up and kick the opposite direction, and it serves like a unique kind of purpose, unlike other wall jumps and other platformers. I'm thinking specifically Super Mario 64 right now. It's quite different, and it's quite unique on its own. The combat is pretty simple. It does remind me of the Sly Cooper games, especially like the first few where it's just kind of slash slash slash, and it's just slide. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Um, the way the game approaches power ups in a Metroidvania kind of style is one that I did not like. Uh, it kind of went and like antithetical to what I believe a platformer should be about, and that's freedom of movement, right? So whenever a person kind of like, a person kind of like if a person sees like a castle or something, they should be able to try to get to it with the kind of moveset that they have, and if they think that they can't, then they shouldn't be there questioning if they can or can't. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what I felt a lot during the playthrough of this game. I kept thinking, am I supposed to be here now? Because I don't know if I unlock something or need to unlock something to progress. And that was the back and forth that I had with the game, especially in several areas. Um, it, I guess, it's set up in that way so that the game kind of forces you to think like, how can I get through this with the moveset that I have? And there are some things that I feel like some places where you can get there not the most optimal way, but you can still get there. But it's also it, it's a little frustrating the way that it's kind of the way that it kind of flows in a way, if that makes sense. Uh, and I don't think that's a unique sentiment when I was trying to see if there was like power ups to unlock to see if I can venture forward the game. I did see a lot of I hate this game. I hate wandering around. I hate getting lost. I hate not knowing if I should be here or not. It's not a unique sentiment, but it's definitely something that I can relate to when I was looking up where to find Soul Piercer specifically as a wall ride. People were very all I searched up was like how uh where's the Soul Piercer, where's the wall cling gem, and all you'd see is like Reddit posts of people like really like having a blood vessel on their forehead, you know what I mean? But I relate to the in a way, and it's there. It's a sentiment that some people will definitely feel playing this game. It's a sentiment that people will definitely feel while playing this game. Uh, but I guess this is like an independent game, indie game. You kind of take it for what it is, in a sense, right? Because if Mario was this frustrating, people would be reasonably angry. But this is like an indie game. They're kind of exploring exploring a little bit more of what they have and what they can do, what they want probably. It was made for a game jam, and I think the game jam version of this game is slightly different from what they ended up releasing. It's probably a little bit more fuller, a little bit more, just a little bit more. And I think if there was like a second pseudoregalia that kind of did away with the Metroidvania aspects of this thing, I think it would be a pretty good game. Hopefully they take out the backflip and make it a front flip so that I don't miss the platform. I accidentally dodged the platform that I'm trying to get to. But if it was a forward flip, though, I wouldn't miss it. But like I wouldn't miss the platform. That was another thing. But that was like the move set when you unlock I call it the pogo jump, but I don't think they call it the pogo jump. They call it something different. It's when you kind of ground pound on the floor and then jump again. But if you jump before you reach the floor, you kind of do a backflip. The backflip was really frustrating because I wanted to go forward, but the backflip was always going backwards, and I would press the thing on accident sometimes, and it would be frustrating. Is there anything else I'd like to say about the game? I mean, the character design. Well, I guess when you look at it like this, it is kind of it looks pretty cool. But like if you look at the actual thing, like they worked a little too hard on like detail on the butt. So I think I think it does give off like a furry vibe to it. In a I don't want to use the word. I don't like how it's been used very often, but it's like a gooner kind of type of. It's a very voluptuous kind of design, and I do think that the professional costume looks a lot better. It has the same vibe, but it's also different. It covers up some spots, and I think I like that one better. I didn't unlock it on in my playthrough, but uh, did before, and I saw it, and I think I liked it better. I did play with pants on with the plant. It's weird that the pants are an what is it accessibility option, and I'm guessing people. I mean, there's like two reasons I can think of why it's an accessibility option, and it's like maybe if a grown up wants to let their kid play, but they don't want them to look at this design weirdly, they give the kid the pant costume or something. But another thing, it might be that people complained about it. They're like, "Whoa, this design's a little too." I don't know, but I think the concept itself is pretty good. The costume, I like the professional costume a lot better. Um, but I think the goat reindeer bunny hybrid. I think the concept is good. Yeah, I think as a series, I think with one more game, I think one more game could really just if they focus more on the platforming more than the Metroidvania aspects. I think it would be a pretty good game. I kind of like I like the platforming, but the fact that I was always questioning if I had the right tool set that was the most frustrating part of it all. But if I have the tool set from the get go, I don't think I'd have that frustration. But in the end, yeah, I think this is like it's a game that I can respect. It has quite a couple flaws. It's a game jam game though. It's an indie game, and it's people kind of working on it. It's like working on what they think is right and whatnot. And I think it could be good without the Metroidvania aspect and with a better focus on the platforming. But I think that's what I think. It's an interesting game concept. The moveset is pretty good. However, the Metroidvania aspect probably does not work towards its favor. Narrative wise though, hmm, I think it's just what I could gain from the game. It's like this game is kind of like in somebody's dream, and if whether it's real or not is something that the player needs to decide on their own, I guess. And maybe that's just set up for like something else, but I don't know. It's a small game. So like the narrative doesn't entirely matter, but I guess exploring that kind of concept would be pretty nice, like in a future installment, if there is a future installment, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think that's that. The game I can respect. It has its flaws, and I would be willing to try out another one in the series. Yeah. it's okay. It has been almost like 2 hours almost, and I think I'm where I want to be with this. I just need to fix the background, kind of like actually make it good, make it the way I want it to with like design elements. But after that, I'll post it. And when it comes to streaming, though, I don't know if I'm gonna. This was kind of like an experiment for me. I don't know if I'm gonna go on doing this. Hmm. I don't know. There's multiple aspects of why I can't do this like as a continuous effort. Yeah, I can't. Looking at the calendar here, Tuesday there's something I gotta do. Tuesday, Wednesday is very likely a free day, but then like on Friday I can't do anything on Friday. I can't do anything on Saturday. I can't do anything on Sunday. It's already 3 days. And when it comes to this kind of stuff, you kind of want to be consistent with it. And then Mondays are iffy. Tuesdays are also kind of iffy, but Wednesdays I think they're pretty okay. I think, or maybe it's the Tuesdays that are more concrete than the Wednesdays. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the days that are like very likely. Thursdays, Tuesday, because of this inconsistency, I don't think I can. Things would need to change before I can fully optimize that. And I don't think I have the power to change them at this point in time. But yeah, I guess this was like an experiment. It was like what, 6, 7. Let me look at my. I think I ended the playthrough in six six playthroughs pretty much, and then I did like the art stream like 2 days. Was that a total of 8 days? I think. Hold on. How would I do that? Like, go to my YouTube, see the stuff on my videos, all the way up to Regalia 6. So that means I streamed for 6 days, and then plus 2, that's 8. 8 streams throughout a month. That is not a good track record. I want to be real. So yeah, there's the. I guess there's logistical things for me if I'm gonna do this regularly. So I can't really do this regularly, huh? Yeah. I think that's how it is. I tried to experiment this February. I highly doubt this is gonna be stuff in March because I don't know what I would do after that. I don't know if there's a things I would like to share. Maybe there's a Corn Kids. Corn Kids. It's a game that I kind of. It's in a similar vein. It's an indie game. It's a platformer. Although Corn Kids is much more platform oriented. But as you play the game, it does get significantly more demanding, and it's something that I feel like you'd have to play very regularly so you don't forget the mechanics, so that when you're stuck in a certain spot, you don't forget the motions, if that makes sense. That is something that I could do, but I don't know if I can do that in March. I don't know. It's something to think about, I guess. Mm-hmm. something to think about. Something to think about. I think I am going to finish this on my own time. It's like I can't, I can't focus for some reason. But I think this is the overall design that I want to go. These crosses, I think I want to make them more like diamonds. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this. I expect it to be finished by Wednesday, and Wednesday is when I'm gonna post it. And then from there, we can see what happens from there, I guess. You know, there's like a. Is it 1 a.m.? I think it might be 1 a.m. That's kind of like the music that I kind of like. Maybe it's 11. Maybe it's 1 a.m. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Yeah, I guess I'll see. I'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'll continue. Maybe I won't. I'll see you later. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's see you later.